Hello and welcome to our third live stream of the day. It's the All Queensland Derby. The Dolphins up against the Broncos, and here it goes, ready for kickoff. Two sides getting away to make their way out onto Suncorp Stadium. It is the Dolphins' home game at Suncorp. This one, it is a big game for multiple reasons. One, it's an All Queensland Derby and a packed-out Suncorp. Two, a win for the Dolphins will elevate them up to 32 competition points, which should see them qualify for the finals for the first time in their history. So, can it be Christian Wolf's side locks in a semi-final berth for the first time ever? Well, only time will tell. One win will most likely do it. Two wins on the way home will definitely lock it in. And they've got a run home where there's certainly some winnable games with teams like the Eels and the Titans. But they'll have one foot into the finals, another couple of wins, and they will absolutely be locked in and ready to rock and roll. Two teams led out by Katoni Staggs and Hamiso Tabuai Fado, with Indigenous Round being such a huge celebration, and two key Indigenous footballers in that being those two. Wonderful contribution to the game we know about from the Indigenous community. Without the Indigenous, our rugby league game would be much the poorer, and whether that's the Indigenous of Australia or New Zealand. We're set for this one, though. The Dolphins up against the Broncos. Let's take a look at how they both line up here for this clash. And for the Dolphins at fullback, it will be that man I just mentioned, Hamiso Tabuai Fado. On the wings, Jermaine Asako and Selwyn Cobbo. In the centres, it's Jack Bostock and Herbie Farnworth. In the halves, Cody Nikorima, the man bound for the Dragons in 2027. Alongside him is Isaiah Katoa, their captain. Up front, it'll be Tom Flegler and Francis Molo. In the back row, Connolly Lemuelu and Kuli Kefu Finifawaki. Jeremy Marshall-King will be at hooker, and Morgan Knowles will lock the scrum. And then the bench, Kurt Donahue, Max Plath, Tom Gilbert, Felice Kafusi, Brad Schneider, and Brian Punui. For the Broncos, the poster boy of the NRL, Reece Walsh at fullback, Josiah Karapani and Grant Anderson on the wings. Anderson headed to the Warriors next year. Tony Staggs and Dane Mariner in the centres. Ezra Mam and Tom Duffy will be the halves. Xavier Willison and Payne Haas, a dynamic front row duo. Billy Walters at hooker, Jaden Hunt and Jordan Ricky in the back row, and Pat Carrigan at lock. So looking forward to seeing how this one shapes up. The bench for them, Ben Hunt, Var Simu, Ben Tulti, Gamat Shibasaki, Jack Kashowski, and Blake Moser. They're coached by Michael Maguire. The Dolphins by Christian Wolf. The Broncos, well, they want to make sure they don't finish the season as the lowest performing Queensland team, which is where they sit at the moment in 16th. A win today could lift them over the Titans and get them up there, chasing the heels. But the Cowboys and Dolphins, well, they're firmly ensconced and in contention for finals football. After Manly lost earlier today, you can essentially say the finals race is a race in 9. Who will get that last spot? Will it be the Cowboys? Will it be the Rabbitohs? Will it be the Bulldogs? Which one will miss out? Which one will go through? Well, that's a journey we're going to find out over the next few weeks. There's still a slim chance that the Knights are the ones that slip and fall. The Dolphins, as we say, a win today would lift them 6 clear of the Bulldogs with 4 games to play. That would be enough to have 1.5 feet in the finals. But we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to what kickoff brings shortly. We're not far away as they go through the Welcome to Country and the smoking ceremony, their Indigenous celebration on Suncorp Stadium. And don't forget to make sure you hang around tonight. We'll be back for the Rabbitohs and the Eels after this one. Looking forward to how that shapes up, but not long now till kickoff. And that Souths and Eels game, we'll see a host of players back in for both teams. Some key outs as well. We'll see how it all washes up. But in this one, the keys, the fullbacks, absolute superstars in their own right. Tabuai Fado versus Walsh. Then you go to the centres, Farnworth versus Staggs. Nikorima versus Mam. Then up front, Flegler and Molo. Coming up against Willison and Haas. Knowles against Carrigan. There is matchups not to miss all over the show. Indigenous jerseys, absolutely outstanding for both teams. As we see them going through the presenting of gifts. Ezra Mam, Tony Staggs leading the presentation. As I Selwyn Cobbo and Hamiso Tabuai Fado. Cobbo draped in the Australian Aboriginal flag. Cobbo with the, Tabuai Fado with the Torres Strait Island flag. Means a lot to these players. It means a lot to the rugby league community. And we are about to get underway at Suncorp. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Let us know exactly where you think this one's going to shape up. And of course, if you're just joining us for the first time, make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel as well. Continue to try and grow this platform. Really appreciate you being along for the journey. The more you engage, you like, you comment, you subscribe, all of those things, even the reactions, the little heart button down on the right-hand side in your chat. The more we pop up in the algorithm, the more we grow, the more we can scale what we do, and the more footy we can cover. And basketball, when we get to the off-season, basketball's not far away. I can't wait, but got so much of the NRL still to wash out. It's going to be pretty exciting. Round 23, still 4 rounds to go. So we are looking forward to seeing what this has to deliver on the run home. 4 rounds and 4 weeks of finals. So still 8 more weeks of footy after this week. And the Dolphins get us underway here. Game 5 of the round 23 action. And Payne Haas comes storming back. He's met 6 metres out from the line. And Jordan Ricky bouncing off the defence. There's plenty of sting in it early. Absolutely outstanding Indigenous jerseys from these two teams. It's now Willison. After that massive cut to his leg only a week or so ago, he's back in action. Pat Carrigan. I don't know whether they use laceration. Now Payne Haas going for a second run up over the 40. He'll play it on tackle 5 here, 5 short of halfway. I'll swing it to Reece Walsh to kick. Walsh will go high from the left boot. Go down and test out Tabuai Fido. Takes it cleanly. Charges forward where he runs into Willison. And Duffy will play it on tackle 1, 24 out from the line. Now Jermaine Asako, a former Bronco himself, up and over the 30. And he's wrapped up by Jaden Hunt and a couple more. Bostock stretching himself out, but Haas and Carrigan drag him back inside the 40 on tackle 3. He'll play it 38 out from the line. Just to the right of centre field. Now Flegler. Working his way up towards halfway here. Tackle 4. He's 2 metres short, centre field. Now Nikarima drops it underneath to Farnworth. He loses his footing and slips forward and plays it 6 metres into the attacking half. Katoa will kick it 4 metres into that attacking half and send it deep down to Karapani, who takes it on the full and drags a couple of defenders, including Knowles, back out to the 10-metre line. Now Grant Anderson, the former Storm, soon to be Warrior, on the right wing tonight. Out of the Newcastle region originally. Swansea and then Central Newcastle as Reece Walsh goes forward here. Up and over the 30-metre line. Suncorp Stadium's looking spectacular tonight for Indigenous round. They kick early here. Inside the 40. That's a booming kick. One bounce and out for a 40-20. That is wonderful work there. Billy Walters getting it done. Stepped out of dummy half. 33 out from the line. Lands it. 18 out from the line. One bounce and into touch. That's an absolute statement from the Broncos. And here they go. Walters will tap it. 16 out from the line. Carrigan charging forward. Wrapped up by Knowles. Marshall King and Molo. And he'll play it 4 out from the line just to the right of the goalpost. They'll swing across now. Duffy dropping it underneath for Willison. Willison trying to wrestle his way forward. He's got 3 players on him. Flegler's there. Molo's there. And underneath is Kuli Kefu Finafawaki. He's 3 from the line. Centre field. Payne Haas reverses into the traffic where he's met by Tabuai Fido and Marshall King. And he'll play it a metre from the line. Right in line with the right upright. Gets 6 again. He was the one holding on to the player tackling him. My goodness, Todd Smith. What are you doing? Now, Ricky. He'll play it 3 out from the line. He's 5 to the right of the uprights. They swing it back to the open side of the left. Duffy. Little show, little go. Gets the offload away there to Hunt. And he's dragged down. The referee says he held it. That's tackled 2. 2 from the line. 4 to the left of the uprights. They go short side. Walsh for Ezra Mam. And easy as you like. The Broncos open the scoring here. Brisbane 4. Dolphins 0. Ezra Mam goes through a gaping hole out wide here. 4 points to nil. Mam getting that first try. And it all comes on the back of that outstanding Billy Walters. It was almost a 30-15. Billy Walters absolutely nailed it. And Reece Walsh sweeping around. Block play there going through. And they just had all sorts of numbers. Jermaine Asako was caught hedging his bets. His inside man, Bostock, had to go to Walsh. Just did enough Walsh to hold him up. And then Ezra Mam, Jack Bostock, straight away turns to Jermaine Asako and says, I need you hitting in there. And Ezra Mam is up and about. Indigenous dance celebration to celebrate. How about that? What's happening here? The clock's not working. We'll sort that out. That's not what we want. So that'll give it a rev up. There we go. We're underway. Try confirmed, and Reece Walsh will look to convert this from out wide. Steps in the absence of Adam Reynolds. And try and slot this one from 8 in from touch. Brings it back 20. Curls it inside the right post. And at 6 points to nil, the Broncos lead the Dolphins after 5 minutes at Suncorp. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to vote in the poll as well. Jump into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Good to have you along for the ride. Jermaine Asako gets us back underway. That one could be too deep. It is out on the full. Anderson was getting ready to straddle the dead ball line. Instead, Brisbane will get a penalty on halfway. Quite what they were looking for here. The Dolphins concede a try, and now Brisbane will kick for touch with Reece Walsh in the middle of halfway, and they'll start this set inside the attacking half. And see how aggressive he goes here, Walsh. She goes reasonably aggressive and jumping from the line. Jumping from the field of play and touching it. That'll be a scrum here. Scrum, play the ball in this day. Play the ball in this day and age, I would think, because that's just in play then. So when Cobbo got his hands to it, we couldn't bat it back in. So now the Broncos, they go forward. Willison will play it now. He's brought down on tackle 1. He's 11 from the line, just to the left of the uprights. They swing it across. Little show and go from Duffy. He's dragged down by Knowles and Molo. Walters swings it to the right to Walsh. Dropping a runner back underneath him with Jordan Ricky. He's brought down 5 from the line. About 20 in from touch on the right side. They come across to Duffy. Duffy, short ball to Willison again. He's getting through plenty of work early, Xavier Willison. Brought down by Marshall King. 4 from the line, just to the left of the uprights. They swing it across the open side. Mam looking for a second try, and he will. He'll spin, be dragged down on the way down by Lemuelu, and he reaches out and slams it down, and back-to-back tries for Ezra Mam. Thank you very much. 7 minutes gone. He's got 2 tries, and the Broncos lead 10 points to nil with a kick to come. No Adam Reynolds, no worries. They are flying here, the Broncos. What about the start here from the Queensland's original team? They're not about to be upstaged by the Dolphins here. Mam just gets spun away from Tabuai Fido, reaches out, plants it down right in the middle of the white chalk. Out the back they go. Payne Haas drew all the attention. Gets outside Flegler. And Lemuelu tries to drag him down. Tabuai Fido was about to help out, but he rotated away from him. And that's where he gets back inside and plants it down. Michael Maguire hopping in his seat. 10 points to nil with a kick to come. They are flying early doors, the Broncos. 8 minutes gone. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Make sure to vote in the poll as well as to who you think gets the job done and by how much. The Broncos are flying out of the gates. It might be tilting a bit of favouritism towards maybe the Broncos 1-12 or even 13 plus. So Walsh now slots this one. Nice and easy again from just to the right of the post this time. Even easier than the first. And it's 12 points to nil. Ezra Mann making it look very easy. So now the Broncos flying out of the gates, 8.5 gone. What can the Dolphins do? They haven't even seen much of the football yet. Need to find some sort of response, but you need the football to do so. Here they come. Willison again. As I said, lots of action for him. Had one set in possession, the Dolphins. As Reece Walsh loses his footing here, trying to skip over the 30. He's brought down. They want 6 more, the Broncos. They're not forthcoming in giving it. Referee Todd Smith as Carrigan goes forward. He's pushed back onto the 40-metre line. He'll end up playing it, I'd say, 41 out. Centre field on tackle 5. Duffy will kick from his 40. Holding back there. Cobbo takes it on the full. He'll wind up and tear straight back at the Broncos. He goes at Haas and Mam. He's brought down here, 24 out from the line. Plays it back and they go to Asako. Asako working his way up and over. On top of Carrigan, but Carrigan hangs on and goes down with him and he plays it 29 out from the line. Bostock now. They're getting numbers into the tackle. Willison, Walsh. And Hunt all in there. Now Finafuaki. He'll play at tackle 4. He's 4 metres short of halfway. Marshall King at dummy half gives it now to Knowles. On to Nicarima. Flat ball at the line and steaming through the hole. Lemuela gives it back inside and Flegler. Is that Reece Walsh knocking it down? Tom Flegler, I think he got excited there. He's getting that pass back on the inside. Reece Walsh just knocked it down. He only had about 20 metres to go unopposed and would have scored. Tom Flegler. The big whopper in support. But not to be. The Dolphins will get a new set. Of a scrum feed, 20 in from touch on the left edge, 30 out from the line. Great to have you tuning in. Jump into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you've got some wagers on the game as well, what bets you've got. Who have you tipped if you've got some bets happening? Maybe a multi with some anytime try scorers. It's always good to know. We'll cheer them on. Flegler storming over the top there of Jaden Hunt. Gives him a big don't argue on the ground as well. Now they swing it across. Nicarima after he gets it on. Out wide now, Cobbo racing for the corner. Anderson trying to stop him, but I think Cobbo's too big, too strong, and too athletic and gets it down in the corner. 12 points to 4 with a kick to come. He managed to just tiptoe down the touchline here. Beat Anderson for pace. And then Anderson tried to throw him over the sideline, but he's a big, strong human, is Selwyn Cobbo, and he held his ground. A replay will tell us for sure, but 11 and a bit minutes gone, and the Dolphins get their first strike. Here we go. This head-on replay will tell us nicely. They slow it down. Barnworth out for Cobbo. Foot inside, knee inside, toe down outside. No, Grant Anderson does enough to stop him. That'll be no try. There you go. My eyes doth deceive me. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. I got a couple earlier today. That must have been my good luck. So 12-0. It remains. In touch in the field of play, so it'll be a play the ball, 10 metres out. Now the Broncos working down out of their red zone. Karapani plays it on the 10-metre line. Mariner now. He plays it 18 out from the line. Now Jordan Ricky charging for that big, long, loping run. Payne Haas, he'll storm his way up through the middle. Jeremy Marshall-King low, Francis Molo over the top, and he'll play it 36 out. Just to the right of centre field on tackle 4. Duffy goes to the outside with Staggs, and Nicarima and Farmworth drag him down. Reece Walsh sends a towering kick high into the Brisbane sky. Tabuai takes it 5 out from the line. Dances his way forward, bumps off Mam, then gets Willison, Haas, and Carrigan, wrapping him up. There's a trio you don't want to see coming at you. Jermaine Asako now will try and drift around the outside, runs at Mariner. Mariner's trying to lock down the ball. Bostock taking it forward. Trying to pick up the extra metres, and Walters is low. Ricky is high. Haas is in there as well. Marshall-King gets out of dummy half, gives it right to Flegler. Flegler tries to spin his way forward, and Hunt, Mam, and one more in there in the tackle. They come the short side. Up over halfway, Tabuai gives it on. Finifawaki will be up to the attacking 30. Haas comes across in cover defence to help out. And Carrigan's the other there. They play it on the 30. 5 in from touch on the right side. Katoa puts it to the air. Coming through, Tabuai tried to get underneath Walsh to contest it, but Walsh flew high and took it cleanly. And he played on tackle 1 here. 15 out from his line, 15 in from touch. Karapani is coming forward. Walsh has got some blood coming from the right eyebrow. Now Anderson, they shoot up hard on him. Knowles quick off the line and cuts him down. He'll play it 22 out from the line. Just to the left of centre field on tackle 3. Walters scooting forward, bumps out of one tackle, bumps out of a second. He's away over halfway. He's over the 40, over the 30. Morgan Knowles in chase, but you will not catch Dane Mariner. He gets the Broncos third. And after the Dolphins only scored a couple of minutes ago at the other end, the Broncos go the other end and score 16 points to 0 with a kick to come. They are completing at a phenomenal clip. 7 from 7 sets, and that's brought them 3 tries already. Ezra Mann with a double. Now Dane Mariner gets his. And the Dolphins need to find some answers and some responses pretty quickly here. Just too good there, Billy Walters again. He was key in the first try with a 40-20. Now key in this one as well. Under 15 minutes gone, and they've already racked up 3 tries. I don't think many saw that coming. A poll would suggest that, with more people still tipping the Dolphins. Only 23% of people tipping the Broncos to win. Certainly wonderful to have you all tuning in. Make sure you jump into the comments, introduce yourself, let us know where you're watching from. Always good to have you in there. Talk to us about your footy thoughts. Who's going to make the finals? Who's going to miss out from here? For mine, it's a race in 9. So it's one out of the Bulldogs, the Rabbitohs, and the Cowboys that's going to miss out. Can't see Manly making it after that loss today to Melbourne. As Walsh slots this one as well. Trying to stem the bleeding on that eyebrow. Billy Walters is on fire tonight. Laced a huge 40-20 and now setting up a try here for Dane Mariner. Broncos now 8 from 8 with their completions. Run for nearly 400 metres to just over 200 for the Dolphins. 8 sets to 5. They are setting the tone. And here comes Pat Carrigan off the back fence to return the kickoff. Katoa and Finifawaki bring him down. Now Jaden Hunt. Katoa in there as well. Bostock and Knowles. He'll play it on tackle 2. 24 out from the line, 20 in from touch. Keep charging forward here. That's tackle 3 just over the 30. Now Carrigan out the back. Duffy on for Walsh, sweeping around. Gives it to Staggs. Farmworth cutting across, trying to chop him down. And in the end, he's pushed. Is he going to touch? Not quite. Just keeps his tiptoes inside the touch line, and he'll play it 38 out on tackle 4. Now they go with Payne Haas straight through the middle at Marshall King. Finifawaki and Molo down low, and they'll bring him down 28 out from the line. He gets to play the ball on tackle 5. Centre field. Duffy scoops it to the air. It floats up high for Asako. Asako takes it cleanly. And he's going to be driven backwards here, and they're absolutely punishing him back towards his line. Eventually, he finds the ground. 4 out from his try line. 10 in from touch on the right-hand side. Bostock now. Can't make the 10-metre line before Carrigan and Walters chop him down. He'll play it 8 out from the line, tackle 2. 20 in from touch. Now Cobbo. That's a better run there. Bounces off Haas and also Willison. Now Farnworth going at Haas and Carrigan, working over the big men, tiring them out. He'll play it on tackle 4 now. 28 out from the line. Now Molo straight in behind the ruck at Carrigan. Almost up to the 40 now, and that'll be tackle 5. They get 6 more for inside the 10. That's costly for Brisbane. Been turning the screws, and that just releases the pressure. Not what you're looking for, as Knowles will push up now, and they're over halfway. He'll play it 42 out from the attacking try line on the 3rd tackle. Katoa, short ball for Molo. He's up to the 30. Absolutely getting back into the contest, but they need to find some points. The Dolphins. They're shell shock. Flegler gets an offload out the back. Nicarima picks it up. Asks for Molo to come underneath. He does that, and he'll go forward and he'll bring it down. Tackle 5. 21 out from the line. Katoa goes high. Anderson takes it after 2 bodies collide underneath. What are they going to say here? It's going to be a penalty. Reece Walsh taking out at Chaser. That's Farnworth who's in a bit of discomfort here. Just have a look at the contest. It wasn't against Walsh. It was against Jordan Ricky. Jordan Ricky taking out Herbie Farnworth. Farnworth then dominoed into Reece Walsh. Farnworth struggling to get back to his feet. It is a bad sign if you're a Dolphins fan. Trouble here for the Finns. And trail by 3 tries. They've got a penalty, 10 out from the line. Herbie Farnworth is having trouble putting weight on his right ankle. They'll soldier on, and they'll take it forward here on tackle 1 through Connolly Lemuelu. Now they come across Knowles with a little dummy to Molo. Goes at Haas. Down low is Ricky. They play it 3 out from the line. A little dummy, show and go from Marshall King out of dummy half. They wrap him up. Haas, Walters, Walsh, Ricky. That'll be 6 more. Haas hangs on too long. Katoa goes to throw inside. Skips back across. Now he's wrapped up. Dragged down by Payne Haas and Pat Carrigan. That'll be tackle 1. He's 2 out from the line. Gives it to Flegler, who's going to try and bounce over. He's brought down by Walsh and Carrigan. A metre from the line. Now they go across Nicarima. Little show, little go. Touched by, I'm going to say knocked on Dolphins first. I was going to say touched by, I thought it was touched by the Broncos there, but the Dolphins had thrown it forward first, which I'll class the knock on, and that'll be a double. Let's have a look here. Nicarima. Oh, yes, it does go forward out of his hands. He just went to pass it as he got his arms chopped by Duffy. Reece Walsh giving Tom Flegler a piece of his mind when he chopped him low the tackle before that. Reece Walsh is up and about here. 21 minutes remaining till half time. Now here come the Broncos off the scrum. Dane Mariner, the last try scorer. He'll play it here. And work it forward further. This time through Jaden Hunt. Ball comes loose. What are they going to say? Penalty. Holding on. Would have been a 6 more, but play breaks down. And goes against Morgan Knowles. Duffy will kick for touch. Is reasonably aggressive up towards halfway. So Mariner takes the tap, gives it now to Hunt. Hunt straight down by Molo. And Finifawaki, now Carrigan. Spins into Flegler. Knowles is there, as is Molo. The three middles all dragged down the Broncos captain. Steps across, plays it back to Walters. Duffy goes forward himself and is brought down by Tabuai Fido, Flegler, and Marshall King. That'll be tackled 3, and he's 29 out from the line. Now Willison. Molo straight in there. Marshall King. Flegler trying to get in as well. Finifawaki chops him down. Tom Gilbert ready to go. 20 and a half minutes gone. Let's tackle 4. 20 out from the line. Duffy goes again. Gets it away to Walters. Walters skipping across field. There's a big hole in front of him. They manage to close it down and Molo pins him. That's tackle 5. He's 5 out from the line, in line with the left upright. They go to the left. Mam rolls it in behind. Knocked on there by the Broncos, I think, in the end. Then knocked on by the Dolphins. The Broncos think they've scored here. The referee points at the spot. I think there might have been a knock on there, but they've awarded it for now. 22 points to 0. Willison, I think, is the man who's got it down in the end. Let's have a look at the replay. Mam rolling it in. I think Dane Mariner gets a hand to it here. Need the head-on view. Dolphins then. Bostock knocks it on in the in-goal. Let's have a look here. Maybe not. Maybe Mariner doesn't get a hand to it. I think it is Willison that's going to get there. Oh, he's had an air swing. That's backwards off the Dolphins. I thought he'd got a little touch on it, Dane Mariner first. It's gone backwards. Then the hammer goes to dive at it and it misses it. Bostock knocks it out of the hands of one player, which I think is Mariner. Then Willison turns back. Plants it down. That's a try. Xavier Willison gets the try. A 4th for the Broncos, and they lead 22 points to 0. And the Dolphins, as we've seen a few times this year, have just been shell-shocked here. The Broncos are racing the clock. Willison's 6th try of the year. Normally a back row playing in the front row today, and the Broncos are completing at 100% through this first half. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure to jump into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what your takeaways are on where things are sitting this season at the moment. And who can make the finals? Who's going to finish in the top 4? Will the Panthers get pipped for the minor premiership after last night's loss? Jump into those comments. Let us know your thoughts. So Walsh with a conversion attempt. He's 4th of the night already. Only 22 points to 0 with his kick to come. He's 18 in from touch, 18 back, and he slots another. Nice and easy. $24 points to 0. Broncos putting on a show. 22 and a half minutes gone. They are absolutely flying, the Bronx. Zaka gets us back underway. Anderson takes it and he runs it forward. They all feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof now, the Broncos. They've scored in the 4th, the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st minute. They've completed 12 of 12 sets so far. And they're just grinding the Dolphins out of this game. I played here on tackle 2. 25 out from their line. Ricky very slow to his feet. Mam gives it out to Walsh. Walsh is trying to slip through, beats Bostock, but they come again and a little high there. Gilbert. Dane Mariner carrying on like a pork chop here. Gilbert just slipped high because Walsh skipped back against the grain. Dean Mariner trying to pick a fight in a very different weight class. Jordan Ricky, a bit of an issue with his jaw. Walsh, you can see he just slipped through the tackle of Bostock. It's back to his feet, and Gilbert couldn't do much to avoid that. Dane Mariner comes in from behind trying to be a hero. That is a dead set pork chop move. So now, Jaden Hunt goes forward. He'll play it on tackle 1 here. He's 33 out from the line, 20 in from touch on the left-hand side. Willison on the try scorers list today. Kurt Donahue getting ready to go into the fray for the Dolphins. Willison will play it now, 23 out from the line to the left of centre field on tackle 2. Payne Haas gets it a little flat-footed. Nicarima drags him down with the help of Lemuelu on the 20. Now they come back to Carrigan. Carrigan on to Duffy. Duffy short ball, and it's left behind by Hunt. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow slots through a gap, and he's away. He's over the 40. He's over the 50. He's over the 40 at the other end. The 30, the 20, the 10. He cuts back to third gear, and he dives over, and the hammer goes the distance and gets the Dolphins first. 24 points to 4 with a kick to come. Once he was through that line and there was no one at home, shut the gate. There was a canter home in the end in third and fourth gear for the final 30. They weren't catching Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. That is electric. Duffy here, ball spilt, picks it up on his own 10, straight through a hole between Mariner and a diving defender. Chasing back, Karapani gave away a 15-metre head start. Staggs did well to cover a cost, but only got to him because the hammer slowed up realistically. He's electric. As soon as he looked up and saw that hole, he knew it was his time to shine, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. And he gets the Dolphins on the scoreboard. A long way to go, though, for the Finns. Even Jermaine Asako was in second gear behind him. He knew that there was no need to chase the hammer. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel if you're enjoying it. And, of course, jump into the comments as well and let us know where you're watching from around the world and what you might have a little sneaky wager or two on. If you've got some bets going, we'd love to ride them with you. That is the first error from the Broncos tonight. And the Dolphins straight away capitalise. Asako curls it outside in from the right-hand side out wide. 10 in from touch, 22 back. He hits it. 24 points to 6. Beautiful work. And 13 straight conversions in the last game. Already 5 in this one. It's like we've got Nico Hines kicking sort of numbers. It's 18 conversions straight in the NRL so far today. Of course, if you haven't caught the earlier results, it was a comprehensive win for Melbourne over Manly. They won at 42-20 earlier today. As the Broncos get us back underway in the women's, the Bulldogs held off a fast finishing Cowboys 28-26 at Belmore. The Titans got a 24-10 win over the Sharks at Shark Park. And the Knights currently lead at halftime 12-10 in an arm wrestle with the Wars. So here's Max Plath on the field, bouncing through a couple, gets away, up over halfway. Great run from Plath. He'll play it here on tackle 3. 43 out from the line. Marshall King gives it to Donahue. A little bobble of the ball there. He hangs on to it and he'll play it. With 6 more, they're offside. So that'll be tackle 1 for Kurt Donahue. 0. Not sure what he got a 0 there, but he did. Oh, there we go, corrected. That was 1. Now Plath. He'll play it again, and now he's 18 out from the line. It's amazing what a spark of one try can do. Here they come, the Dolphins. They come the short side. Tabuai-Fidow for Bostock. Bostock inside the 10. He's brought down 9 out from the line, 16 in from touch. Marshall King to Donahue. Donahue on. Short ball given there from Isaiah Katoa, and Connolly Lemuelu just wriggles his way over the line and gets a second for the Dolphins. Back-to-back tries, and they're back in this contest. 24 points to 10. There's points on offer in this one. Connolly Lemuelu gets the try. And it all came off the back of Plath just sliding through a tackle fobbing off Carrigan, beating Mam diving. Duffy brings him down, and they roll forward here. Tabai Fido in for Bostock. Gets the quick play the ball. Marshall King to Donahue. Katoa. And then Lemuelu, they slip off him as he goes through. It's Ricky that slips off him. There's a few appeals because of the block run up, but he just went straight through everyone, didn't touch anyone and kept on running. 12 minutes to go, and if Jermaine Asako can convert this, it'll be a 12-point ball game. Great to have you tuning in, guys. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what your takeaways are. Do you think the Broncos are going to hang on here and the Dolphins are going to come back? Talk about anything. We were chatting New South Wales Origin coaching last night. Always happy to talk about just about anything. As the conversion is successful from Asako, 24 points to 12. He's game on here, I think. So the Broncos get us back underway. Cobbo will take it on his goal line. He gives it off here to Gilbert, who hits and spins and advances forward despite the attention of Ricky, Staggs and Carrigan. Can play it 14 out from the line, 15 in from touch. Now they work it forward again. So already 3 changes on for the Dolphins. Donahue, Plath, Gilbert all on the field. Now they work forward, and Finifuaki's almost up to the 40 here on tackle 4. He'll play it 38 out from the line. Marshall King for Donahue. Donahue goes in between Carrigan and Willison. Tulty on for the Broncos now. First of the changes coming for them. As the Dolphins go high with the kick, testing out Karapani, who darts across field and will be brought down by Gilbert and Nikorima. Willison, the man to take a breather. Anderson takes a run and is met strongly by 4 Dolphins defenders. Marshall King, Donahue, Gilbert and Nikorima. A few of the Broncos walking on their way back here. Played some big early stints, and the Dolphins driving back their runners. Gilbert and Bostock getting out of dummy half there. Is that Ben Hunt that's on? No, it's just a taped up version of Reece Walsh. I saw a different look and I was wondering who it was. And they get it out wide, and Farmworth takes the intercept. He gives it back inside to Lemuelu. To Kurt Donahue, who says, just go forward. We're 30 metres out from their line on tackle 1. Calm down, Connolly. He'll play it 29 out from the line, 5 to the left of the uprights. Donahue drops it underneath for Plath. He's wrapped up by Semu, who's out there now. Carrigan and Duffy. Now they'll come across Donahue. Gives it on for Gilbert. A little bit of footwork back inside. Skips away from Hunt, and he's up to the 20-metre line here on tackle 2. Sorry, that'll be 3. Now, Marshall King for Donahue. Just decides to go himself. Fends off 1. They come again. Walters is trying to lock in on the football. Donahue will play this on the 10-metre line. Just to the right of the uprights. Plath, Nikorima. Short ball now for Lemuelu. They get 3 numbers into the tackle. Semu is in there with Duffy and 1 more. That's tackle 5. They're 5 from the line, 15 in from touch. They floated up here looking for the leap of Farnworth. Up over the top is Anderson. Farnworth was waiting for him to get back to his feet, but Anderson decides just to lay there. Now, charging it back is Staggs. Walters gets taken out. Walsh at dummy half. Gives it on to Carrigan. Carrigan's met strongly. That's a good tackle. Lemuelu and Finifuaki drive him back to 5 out from his line on tackle 3. He's 5 to the right of the uprights. They swing it across wide now. Karapani brought down 9 out from his line on tackle 4. Gives it a little shove there. The referee could have been well within his rights to drag him back and say, go back and play it. Now, Tulty. He'll play it just outside the 20. Walsh will go to kick. Bounces awkwardly. Tabai Fido loses his footing and then gets back up, picks it up, and they'll start this set. About 47 out from their line. This is a great position for the Dolphins as the game ticks on. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go till half time. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who you're cheering for. Plenty of votes in the poll now, which is great to see. The comments are very quiet, though. Jump in there. Don't be shy. Now Donahue. Ball out the back, going on. Given now to Bostock. Bostock sliding in behind as Hamiso Tabuai-Fido's in at dummy half. We've got a penalty for a strip here. 12 metres out from the line, 8 in from touch. I'll just take the tap or maybe a kick for touch. So now the Dolphins working forward. Pinafawaki plays it 4 out from the line. Donahue gives it on to Plath. Plath will play it 3 out from the line. Donahue gets a short ball from Marshall King. He'll also play it 3 out from the line. Just an extra metre. Now 2 to the left of the post. That's tackle 3. Plath for Katoa. Gets it to the outside. Bostock. Azarko chasing for the corner, and he'll get over a third try here. With still nearly 7 minutes to go till half time. And Jermaine Asako, he's already got 2 conversions. Now he gets himself a try. And all of a sudden, it is 24-16 with a kick to come. The Dolphins have fought right back into this contest. Just too easy. The hands out the back. They shot in. Cut out ball across Tabuai-Fidow to Bostock. And then Asako just cutting back against the grain as Mam slid hard. Jermaine Asako with some wonderful footwork there just to beat the sliding Mam. Carrigan arrives late, but it's not going to be enough. And they get the job done here. And now Asako will have a chance out wide, about 8 in from touch to try and convert his own try. Asako gets the goal. Too easy for them. It's now 24-18. Asako can slot them from anywhere. Five minutes to half time now. 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Great to have you tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hey, Carleen, you're going for the Broncos. Good to see you as always. Thanks for jumping on and jumping into those comments. At the moment, we've got about a 54-46 split between the two. And here's a mistake from the Dolphins, bringing it back. Gilbert spills it. With 5 minutes on the clock, the Broncos a chance just to put another blow into the Dolphins here. So 24 points to 18, 4:45 on the clock till half time. Broncos will have a scrum feed here. 10 out from the line. What a great shot there. Jordan Ricky coming across and just hitting the ball, forcing it loose. Brisbane goes centre field. Walters comes to the left for Mam. Mam skips through. Can he get out and get across? Yes, he does. I think he's got it down there. That's a third try to Ezra Mam. Easy as you like. He's got a first half hat trick. Wham, bam, thank you, Mam. Ezra Mam gets a hat trick and gives the Broncos an extended lead now, 28 points to 18. This has been an absolute thriller in terms of points. Already got 8 tries in this first half. Easy as you like. Walters goes out. Mam at first receiver, and then he just skips across. Locks in Katoa, gets past him, accelerates, and drags Bostock. And the scrambling defense of Kulikefu Finafawaki gets over the top of him and gets the ball down. A couple of late arriving Broncos, Dolphins in terms of Tabuai Fido and Azarko couldn't stop him. 3 minutes and 10 seconds now until half time. And it is absolutely a clinic at the moment for the Broncos, despite a Dolphins fight back. They've been good in this first half, and Ezra Mam has been in everything. 3 tries, 3 line breaks, 7 tackle busts, and a try assist. Pretty handy first half with still 3 minutes to play. And now Reece Walsh will look to convert a 5th consecutive conversion, an 8th for this game, and a 21st for NRL action today, which is quite phenomenal when you think about it. So Reece Walsh lines this one up. He gets the golf swing warm-up happening. He skips back a couple of steps. He's 12 in from touch, and he slots another one, 28 back. He brings it a long way back, Walsh. But it doesn't matter where you take him when you're hitting them all like he is. And it's 30 points to 18 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds till half time. Ezra Mam, absolutely electric in his first half. $30 points to 18, almost half time. 2 minutes 50 to go. Can one of these sides find one more try? A 9th try in this first half. Tell you what, if you took the overs points, you're saluting before half time. Big strong run there from Vas Semu. Farmworth gets hold of him though and wrestles him backwards. He'll play it 18 out from the line. Now Jordan Ricky. He loses his footing at the line. Donahue low. Marshall King over the top. That's tackle 2, 21 out. Now they're working it through Tulty. He'll play it 29 out from the line. Did he lose the ball there? He wants to challenge it. Let's not, I think, is the comment. Let's not. No, that's just a lost ball and be a waste of a challenge. Two minutes till half time, and the Dolphins, could they be the ones to get one more try and get it back to a 6-point margin? On a scrum feed, 28 out. They'll take it 10 in from touch on the left-hand side. This has been electric football with plenty of opportunities for attack for both sides. Jump into those comments, guys. Let us know how you think it'll play out here as Tabuai Fido gets wide and goes forward, and he'll play it 13 in from touch, 19 out from the line on the right edge. Azarko, Donahue, underneath. Now it's Finafawaki just stomping his way forward. He'll play it 11 out from the try line, 4 to the right of the uprights. They'll go to Donahue at first receiver. He'll just drive forward inside the 10, and he'll play it now 6 out from the line, just to the left of the goalpost. Marshall King to Katoa. Katoa gives it back underneath for Finafawaki. Almost pokes his head through over the top of Tulty. He's brought down as Walters cleans up. Now Marshall King. Donahue. Katoa. Bounce pass behind everyone. Racing back to get it is Cobbo. Bats it back inside for Farnworth. Farnworth somehow catches it. Races through the middle. Herbie Farnworth just carves straight through all of them. I think we'll have to have a look and see if there was any obstruction in that. But Todd Smith points to the spot for the time being. Herbie Farnworth, just from all of the mess, racing back. Cobbo threw a preemptive pass to get Farnworth back there. Farnworth turned, ran a curving line, sliced through the Broncos' defence, and away he goes. Let's watch it here again. Marshall King, 4 out from the line, throws it to Donahue to Katoa. Katoa throws it out behind Farnworth and Cobbo. Cobbo flicks it back infield. He runs back over his 30, carves his way forward, and they just leave a gaping hole, and he strolls through it and scores next to the post. I can't see that there's anyone obstructed here. I just think it's poor defensive decisions. These guys can't disappear. Nope, no one obstructed. Billy Walters has got his hands in the air, doing his best impersonation of an aeroplane, but there's absolutely nothing I can see wrong with this. I might have missed something here on the camera angles I'm looking at, but at this point, I can't see that anyone's been obstructed. And Herbie Farmworth just strolls over. All of a sudden, it's 30 points to 22, and we've got 9 tries in the first half. The tries confirmed. Jermaine Asako will slot it from in front. And again, it'll be a 6-point ball game. The Broncos led 24-0. They got back within 6, the Dolphins, and the Broncos scored again, a third for Mam. And they get one right on full time, on half time there, sorry. And at the break, it is 30 points to 24. We've had 9 tries, 9 conversions. Everyone's absolutely on fire in this one. So at half time, let's run through it. For the Broncos, a hat trick to Ezra Mam. Dane Mariner and Xavier Willison have got tries. 5 goals to Reece Walsh from 5 attempts. And then Tabuai Fidao, Asako, Lemuelu, and then Farnworth tries for the Dolphins. 4 goals from 4 attempts for Asako. Again, just because I'm a weird train spotter with this stuff. We had 13 straight conversions in last night's game. We've now had 9 straight in this game as well. So that's 22 straight. We go back to the Friday night game, the second one between the Roosters and the Bulldogs. What did we have there? No, Walker missed a couple, didn't he? So that'd be the best that we'd have. I'm just trying to have a look here. Conversion made by Sam Walker late. Conversion made by Sam Walker. I'll do the maths on this. I'll have to have a look. But where it's at now at half time is 30 to 24. The Broncos lead thanks to a hat trick from Ezra Mam. Hey, Len, good to see you. Hoping the Dolphins finish over the top. Well, it's going to be a cracking finish, that's for sure. I'm kind of leaning the Dolphins just because I want to see a team come back again from 24 points down. And I want to see them lock in their first finals berth. The Broncos are out of finals contention, but they are putting up some fight. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with you with the second half in probably about 7 or 8 minutes. Big thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit like on the video, subscribe on the channel, and jump into those comments. It's now on the race towards 2,000 subscribers. Help us get there over the next month or so. Oh, we are back. We had a little bit of a technical delay there, but we're back right on time for kickoff of this second half. And the Dolphins are tearing back into it, working it down to the 10-metre line with Gilbert. Now it's played back, and Lemuelu's there. Lemuelu working it along. Plath takes it forward to 35 out on the third. They're marching forward, rolling here. Finafawaki trying to squeeze his way out of the tackle of Haas and Walters. He'll play it 4 short of halfway. Marshall King gives it to Donahue, skipping across field, and he's wrapped up by Ricky, Tulty, and Duffy. He's 6 metres into the attacking half. Marshall King will go to Katoa. Katoa goes to the air, sends it high, bringing forward a mistake and in front of the kicker after it's knocked on by Karapani. Dane Marin is standing in front of him and just grabs hold of it, and it's a penalty. That's unfortunate for the Broncos. Karapani got up for it, just spills it, and Dane Mariner grabs it in front of him just to stop the Dolphins having it. I'll take the tap here. Marshall King, 15 in from touch on the 20. The Dolphins looking to draw first blood in the second half. Great to have you tuning in. We'll see how this one shapes. Now, Marshall King goes across. Katoa dropping a runner underneath him. Bostock, he squeezes his way through. They drag him down here. Walsh over the top on tackle 3. He's 3 metres from the line, 20 in from touch. They try and burrow over from dummy half with Marshall King, but they're up to that. They get 6 more for inside the 10 metres, so that'll be tackle 1. Now they go to Donahue. He drops it underneath for Plath. Plath squeezing his way through. Can't quite get the arm free to get the offload to a target. He plays it 2 out in line with the right post. They go to Katoa. Katoa dropping it underneath for Lemuelu. He'll play it 4 out now. He's 6 to the left of the post and he spills it. Connolly Lemuelu tried to play it too quick and comes unstuck. That is not what they were looking for. And unfortunately for them, it doesn't work out. So the Broncos now have a scrum feed 10 out from their line. Now working it forward. That'll be Mariner to play it. Bouncing through the next tackle. And that's Jaden Hunt. Now they go the short side with Ezra Mam. Up to halfway now. On tackle 5, they play it with Tulty. Duffy will kick from just inside his own half. Taken on the 4 by Cobbo on his 10-metre line. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to jump into those comments and let us know where you're watching from. And close off the pole now as the Dolphins work it back out of their half. And let's have a look how it's washed up. It looks pretty even, to be fair. 28% each for the Dolphins, 1 to 12. Broncos 13 plus, and then Broncos 1 to 12, 23%. So barely a split hair in them. We have a HIA stoppage here, and it's going to be Gilbert to come off. He's got caught underneath there, Gilbert. Bounced off and went into La La Land. Now Kafusi's out there. That's the 4th change for the Dolphins. They kick long on tackle 5 here, and sweeping around, picking it up is Karapani. Now Anderson will take it forward. Now working it out. Hunt loses it forward. I'm going to say it was knocked down and backwards by the Dolphins. They will. So play on. Trying to get it out of their own end here. The Broncos. Payne Haas on tackle 3 will charge forward. Almost up to the 40. They're trying to work it up beyond halfway here now. They're on tackle 5, and they'll play it 4 into the attacking half. Reece Walsh goes to the air. Towering kick. Up goes Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. He knocks it on Tulty, then grabs it and throws it forward. So it should be a knock-on first and then a forward pass. No, they're not going to pick up the knock-on from Tabuai-Fidow. They're going to say it went backwards. That's interesting. Certainly looked like he got a touch there. I wonder if a captain's challenge might be in play here. No, it won't be. Azarko now coming forward, plays it on tackle 1. Now Bostock. Kafusi all the way up now and over the 30. He'll play it 36 out from the line, centre field. Awkward tackle there on Farnworth. Staggs and Donahue come chest to chest. A little bit of a scuffle here. Others come in. Hunt's one of them. Ricky's another. Definitely a hip drop here. So, it'll be a penalty. So Staggs gets away with just sliding. He was trying to avoid his weight going on the leg, but he did go on the ankle, so it'll be a penalty. I'll kick for touch here. The Dolphins just pick up 15 metres. Farnworth back into a bit of a jog, but not full weight. That's the second time he's had an awkward knock in this game. Katoa gives it to Kafusi. Kafusi reversing his way up towards the 30. He'll play at 32 out from the line. Just over 7 minutes gone in this second half. Donahue, Katoa, Farnworth trying to accelerate, test out that ankle. He slides forward and Staggs drags him down. Walsh caught up with him. And a 6 again for a ruck infringement, but I don't think the ankle's any good here. Farnworth very slow to his feet. Nikorima across with Donahue, Kafusi. That's going to be a concern for the Dolphins. He's one of their strike weapons. Now Kafusi plays at 13 out from the line, just to the left of the post. Donahue, Katoa, they're straight up on him. Mam's the man wrapping. Donahue was sweeping around looking for the offload. It wasn't there. A player down in back play here. It's Dane Mariner. I'm not sure what happened. All sorts of things going on here. Let's have a look. Mariner head clash. Just got clipped by, I think it's Finafawaki running through. Just an innocuous blow. So it'll be tackle 2 here, and they're 18 out from the line. Donahue will drop Kafusi back underneath. Kafusi rolls forward and will play this 12 out. So that'll be interesting. Mariner will come off, so you'd have to think they've got Shibasaki on the bench, and that's exactly where they'll go. And Shibasaki will come on. Ben Hunt down there as well, so wasn't foul play, so they won't get an extra change. So here it'll be tackle 3-11 out from the line centre field. Kafusi plays it. Nikarima, Farnworth coming off his left. Donahue takes the offload from Farnworth and will play it 10 out just to the right of the post on tackle 4. Marshall King gets out to the right. Katoa out now to Tabuai Fido. Shuffles, re-accelerates, tries to drive through the pack, and he's brought down by a couple from behind. Hunt and Shibasaki, who's fresh on the field. Now Katoa on tackle 5, floats the kick over the top looking for Farnworth. Knocked back by the Broncos and managed to fall friendly into another Broncos' hands. In the end, it went straight through to Anderson through the hands of Staggs. And here is Katoni Staggs racing his way forward, and he'll play this. Sorry, that's Jordan Ricky coming forward, and he'll play it on tackle 2. Now Karapani. He's wrapped up tackle 3 by Marshall King and Finafawaki. They come across to the left, Shibasaki. Hard to believe he's had a bit of an up and down year this year. He played Origin last year. Now he'll play at 15 in from touch, 30 out from the line on tackle 4. Carrigan, Duffy, Walsh, drifting, gives the ball very flat there to Anderson, who throws it back infield and brought down from behind is Katoni Staggs. He's slow to his feet. He's suggesting that he might have got hit high, and he's going to take his time and try and get the penalty here. Referee having none of it. He plays the ball there on tackle 5. Donahue shoots up, hits Walsh and takes him to ground. Now, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow takes it, finds a hole, skips forward, gets away from Walters. Walters hangs onto his pants band. He gives it onto Katoa, to Bostock. Bostock's got Asako with him. Asako takes it, loses his footing, 3 short of halfway. He's 6 in from touch, 3 short of halfway. Bostock gets out of dummy half, over halfway and driving his way forward. Carrigan. Also in the tackle is Simu. They come the short side now. Tabuai-Fidow shrugs out of one tackle, shrugs out of a second. Can't get away from Pat Garrigan. He'll be brought down on tackle 3. 31 from the line, 12 in from touch on the right-hand side. They come to Donahue. Back underneath to Plath, who's back on the short side. Plath just keeps pumping the legs up over the 20. He keeps going. He gets another 5, 6, 7 metres before Walsh comes involved and they drag him down. He's 12 out from the line. Just to the right of the post. They come to Katoa. Katoa kicks in behind. Nikarima's there. Can he get the bounce? He doesn't need to, because coming through at 100 miles an hour is Connolly Lemuelu getting a double. And it's 28-30. They can level it up with the kick here, the Dolphins. What about that? Little dink over. It was looking for Nikarima. The bounce wasn't right. But Connolly Lemuelu comes through, cleans up the scraps and gets his second of the night. $30 points to 28 with a kick to come. Game on. Great to have you all tuning in, guys. Jump into those comments. Don't be shy. Let us know where you're watching from, what country or city you're tuning in from around the world. We always like to try and tick off a little bit of a United Nations. I know we'll always have a couple of Aussies and generally a Kiwi or two, maybe some PNG. Len's getting about it. Remind me, Len, where are you coming from? Where are you tuning in from? Dolphins getting it done. Over they go with Lemuelu. Try confirmed. $30 points to 28 with a kick to come. They can level it up here after 12 minutes of this second half. What an encounter it's been so far. Fourth double of his career for Lemuelu. Toowoomba and Ipswich, that's right. You're a Queenslander. That's all right. And I mean that with all due respect. Gearensfield, good to see you back. Bunbury, WA, the Wild Wild West. That is an excellent display picture, though. Up the milk. Go the Raiders. Hopefully they can beat the Knights tomorrow. Yeah, no, that is excellent, Len. Thanks for jumping in and letting me know. It's hard to keep track of a lot of the recurring people and where they're from. But wonderful to have you along for the journey. Always appreciate when I see some familiar names. And Gearensfield, good to see you jumping back in. Bunbury, WA, down the bottom corner of the country over there in the west. So the conversion successful, 30 points to 28. Asako does the job there. Now Kafusi brings it back from the kickoff. What about this? 10 straight conversions in this one. We had 13 in the last one. 13 goals in the last one. So 23 straight kicks at goal because the last one was missed last night in the Roosters game. 6 more for the Dolphins here as Plath goes forward. There's no pressure on the kickers from here. 23 in a row. Donahue chopped down and driven back was Walters. He's been close to the Broncos' best along with Mam. So now Farmworth plays it back on tackle 4. They go wide here. Cobbo chopped over the touchline. Good tackle. Grant Anderson puts him into touch. Chris B, go the Dolphins, go the Hammer. Well, they're performing well. The Hammer's going well. It's a quality name, Chris. Good to have you with us. Zane, well, there's still a long way to go, mate. 26 minutes to go, so never say never. The way these two sides are going at each other, it's possible. But there's a lot of permutations out. It could be 60 all by that point. The way they're going, they could be chasing after one of the high scores. I think there's only been about 6 games or 7 games that have gone over 90, so they've still got a fair way to go to get to that. Raymond's getting behind the Dolphins. Now a mistake here from Walters, coughs it up. Payne Haas asked him if he wants to challenge. They are going to challenge. Raymond, go the Finns. Finns up, mate. Well done. Good to have you along as well. I think he's trying to get this out, Walters. Yeah, he's trying to offload that. He's lost it. Does he go backwards, though, is the question. So, does he lose it forward into Platt's leg? Hey, Kepper, let us know where you're tuning in from, guys, as well. Chris is in New South Wales. Good to have you, Chris. Thanks for jumping into the comments. Just continuing to review this. He's offloaded it. Whether they're judging whether it's gone backwards or forwards is going to be the big question. So it's going to be a successful challenge because he's thrown it backwards. Never touches the ground, not playing it. Kepper's in Townsville. We've got a few of the Queensland crew in. That's wonderful to see. Normally, plenty of PNG. A little bit quiet on the PNG front tonight. Maybe in the later game. We will be back for Souths versus Parramatta a little later on as well. Now we get back underway, and so the Broncos kick it on tackle 5, and it's rolling and rolling and rolling, and Cobbo picks it up inside his 10. Got 25 minutes to go. Cobbo racing back and up to the 30. Sarko, he's met strongly. That's a good tackle. Willison down low. Haas over the top. Jaden Hunt in there as well. 32 out from the line now. Bostock goes at Carrigan. Ricky's in there. They bring him down on the 40 on tackle 3. Just to the right of centre field. Donahue. Out the back, Nicarima. On for the hammer. Hammer on. Farnworth. Farnworth gives it to Cobbo. Cobbo kicks back infield. Lemuelu's sneaking about looking for a third. But Ezra Mam's back there. Gets hold of it. Runs back into his in-goal and charges back out of the in-goal. But they drive him back in there. Numbers in there. Donahue. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. Cobbo. Gilbert. What about the energy and the effort from both sides here? Cobbo with the kick back infield off the inside, on the outside of his right boot on the inside. Lemuelu, I think, thought he might have been a chance. If that bounced straight, he's a chance of getting a hat-trick to go with Mam's hat-trick earlier in the game. Speaking of Mam, he beat Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, then runs into Nicarima. Nicarima, Gilbert, Cobbo and Donahue drive him back into the in-goal. So now the Broncos go the short drop out, batted back by the Dolphins, and sliding through and picking it up is Thomas Duffy. Oh my, this has got absolutely everything, guys. Don't go far. This is a cracking match. What about this game? They're out of the 20 here, the Broncos on tackle 2. 17 in from touch on the right side. Carrigan. How good is rugby league? Carrigan reversing his way forward. He's dragged down tackle 3. 27 out from his line centre field. Now Mam out the back for Walsh. Walsh gives it to Hunt. Jaden Hunt, that is, not Ben, to be clear. Dane Mariner has passed his HIA, so that's good news for Broncos fans. Broncos also getting a 6 again here. Xavier Willison goes forward. Brought down a metre short of halfway on tackle 1. Payne Haas steaming off the back fence. Looking to get the arm free. He's got Marshall King around the ankles. Over the top was Plath and Finifawaki. Reece Walsh skips through the line, steps back inside Tabuai-Fidow, and is dragged down by Tom Gilbert coming across in cover defence. That's tackle 3. They're 11 out from the line, 20 in from touch on the left side. Carrigan, Duffy, out for Mam. Mam gets missed, but although he doesn't get missed by the defender who takes him out. That was Farnworth. It'll be interesting to see if they come back for anything here. Doesn't look like it at this point. That's tackle 4. Mam, very slow. Coming back across. Ricky now. Down underneath, is that Donahue making the tackle low? It is. Over the top is Lemuelu. That's tackle 5, and they're 12 out from the line, 20 in from touch. Duffy going the short side. Walters is trying to get over. Does he get to the line? Tabuai-Fidow says, no, you did not, Billy. No, you did not. Ezra Mam wants him to go back and look at the contact on him. Touch charge. He's giving him a bake. Tell you what, if I was a touch charge, I'd come and wrap my head flag around his noggin. Dolphins out on their feet after that. That was frenetic. So they're having a look here. Farnworth contact. Donahue underneath. Walters over the top, reaching for the line. Tabuai-Fidow wraps the ball. Surely they're not going to say that's high contact. It's going to be a Broncos penalty here for the contact on Ezra Mam off the ball. Donahue and Tabuai-Fidow under the football. So it's going to be a penalty against Herbie Farnworth here. A penalty only because Walters is never looking to offload to Mam. So it'll be a penalty against Herbie Farnworth here. And 22 minutes still to go. My, oh my, this is edge of your seat sort of stuff. Fair, there's a couple of tackles without the ball here. Ezra Mam got hit twice, both times by Herbie Farmworth. 21 and a bit minutes to go till full time, all locked up at 30 apiece. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you've got some bets on the game, who you're chasing for your anytime try scorers. We'll keep you up to date. We've had plenty of tries, that's for sure. 10 tries, but only 7 different try scorers. Reece Walsh is going to take the penalty goal attempt here. It is an arm wrestle, Carleen. The Broncos will probably poke their nose in front here, I'd say, with Walsh lining this one up from about 12 in from touch and 26 back. Absolutely cracking contest so far. I thought the way the Broncos started, they got out to a 24-0 lead. I thought they were going to just absolutely blow them away. Wasn't to be as Walsh lines this up. It'll be the favoured side for the left foot of Walsh. You want Cobbo for the multi. All right, there we go. Well, most of their outside backs have already scored, just not Bostock and Cobbo. Walsh slots the penalty goal, gives them a 2-point lead, 32-30. Still 20 and a half minutes to go. Plenty of time yet to come. Watching from New Zealand. Quentin, good to have you with us. Just over 50,000 people in attendance for this game at Suncorp. Great to see them all getting behind the Dolphins and the Broncos. It's an absolute cracker so far. Here come the Broncos. Ricky charging forward. Next up is run forward out of dummy half now. Gone with Moser coming on as the fourth change. That means Ben Hunt won't see any game time, I do believe. So Blake Moser in at dummy half. He gets it out now. Duffy, he'll kick on tackle 5 from the attacking 40. Goes to the skies. Testing out Tabuai-Fidow. Takes it cleanly. He's met by Mam. You got Finns for the win there, Quentin. All right, we're watching for that. It's going to come down to close finish here, I think. Still plenty of time for twists and turns as Azarko plays it on his 20. Now Cobbo powering forward, but he's met strongly by Willison there. 24 out from the line. Now Farnworth goes for a good run here. Tries to get the arm free, can't do, but he's picked up about 14 metres. He plays it 38 out from the line. Marshall King in behind the ruck. Takes it forward, and now they come to Lemuelu. Lemuelu up over halfway, and he'll play it on tackle 5. 5 metres into the attacking half, 20 in from touch on the left side. Katoa goes to the air. Goes deep. Back for Karapani. He takes it cleanly on his 10. Comes out and meets Gilbert. And Finifawaki at the 20, and that's where he's stopped. He'll play it on the 20. 20 out from his line, 20 in from touch on the left-hand side. Now Mariner. He'll play it 21 out centre field. Grant Anderson, a good run. Bounces out of the first tackle. Katoa comes again and wraps him up on the 30. Plays it back now. Dozer out of dummy half. Takes the ball 1 pass wide, and they'll play 15 in from touch with Willison. 39 out from his line. Carrigan chopped low there by Plath. Finifawaki also involved in the tackle. Duffy will kick from just inside halfway. Sends it deep down to Tabuai-Fidow, who takes it 5 out from his own line. Now skipping and bouncing forward. Gets extra metres after contact. Mam and Ricky are the ones that tackle him. Now the Dolphins up over the 30 with Cobbo on tackle 2. Now Farnworth. The angle seems to have come good. Racing his way forward. Carrigan. Willison. And Hunt all drag him down on tackle 3. Now Bostock up over halfway, tackle 4. Jaden Hunt's in there again. Locks in the ball with Payne Haas, and Bostock will play this. 37 out from the line on tackle 4. Donahue, Katoa, Nikarima. The ball's knocked down by Anderson. It'll be another set for the Dolphins here. So now they'll have a new scrum feed and start this new set. 40 out from the line. Centre field, the Dolphins. And on the attack, they'll go. Katoa feeds it. Marshall King at lock. Gives it to Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. Bounces out of one tackle of Carrigan. Carrigan comes again with the help of Willison. He'll play it 28 out from the line here. 22 in from touch on the right-hand side. Feed it across now, and Finifawaki takes it inside the 20. He's 12 out from the 12 in from touch, 14 out from the line. They go to Donahue, dropping Plath underneath. Plath barging his way through. Chopped low by Willison. Mam over the top. He's 7 from the line. 6 to the right of the uprights. They swing it across Donahue. And then Lemuel, who puts it down, as does Walsh. It'll be a double knock on. First one, Dolphins. Connolly Lemuelu got a bit excited going through the hole from Katoa. Just couldn't hold on to it. Knocks it into the shoulder of Duffy. And Walsh couldn't pick it up either. This one's absolutely going down to the wide. Don't forget, we'll be around for South versus Parramatta straight after this. As well, plenty of rugby league coming your way. And we'll be back again tomorrow for the final game of the round. Dragons and the Sharks. Looking forward to that one as well. Local derby. Dragons just trying to get another win to finish their season. The Sharks trying to keep themselves ensconced in the top 4. Willison now will play it. Tackle 4 on the 40-metre line. 20 in from touch. Working it out of their own end. Haas. Big dummy. He fooled his own teammates. Didn't fool Jeremy Marshall King or Kurt Donahue. And he'll play it on tackle 5. Centre field. 48 out. Duffy will kick to the skies. Tabuai-Fidow taking his time. Oh, he's coughed it up. Tabuai-Fidow. And then so has Ezra Mam. A knock on each way. First one from Tabuai-Fidow. Challenge here. The Dolphins, I think they're going to try and say it came off his shoulder or his head. Straight off Tabuai-Fidow's head. Straight through his hands. It'll be interesting to see if they say this is conclusive or not. That's the big question. So, inconclusive challenge. They will support the decision on field with nothing clear and obvious overruling it. So, the Dolphins will retain their challenge. Isaka will score again for sure to wrap up your multi, Blue Sky. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Broncos look like they're closest to scoring at the moment. As Mam goes out now to Mariner. Mariner wrapped up by Bostock. Now they swing it back. It's an awkward pass Out the back, Karapani's had a shocker. Mam's got absolutely creamed for the efforts there. Now they work forward. Willison, he's been good tonight. Been very good. Now they work it up. Driving their way forward. Jordan Ricky plays it 3 out from the line. Dozer gives it now to Haas. Gilbert locks in on the ball. Gets bumped back out. Haas goes again. Donahue chasing across field. The two Newcastle boys come toe-to-toe. Both Novocastrians by birth. Fijian versus Samoan as the ball goes out. Here's Asako. He dives on it. If he could have picked that up, he could have raced away, Brewski. And he'll play at tackle 1 here. 34 out from the line, 5 in from touch. Bostock on the front foot. Racing forward, up over halfway, taking numbers with him. He'll play it 5 metres into the attacking half. 7 in from touch on the right-hand side for tackle 2. Now they'll go to Tabuai Fido. He'll bring it across. Plath will take a settler into Carrigan. Dozer. Moser, sorry. I keep calling him Dozer. Moser. Moser is a dozer at 9. Donahue. Gilbert. Gilbert will play it. 33 out from the line, just to the left of centre field. Marshall King to Donahue. Donahue to Katoa. Katoa to Tabuai Fido. Gives it to Bostock. Bostock will charge inside the 20. He's 10 in from touch. He's 18 out from the line. That's tackle 5. They'll come to the Katoa. Surely he floats it up into the air. Puts it up, looking for Tabuai Fido. Running across. Takes it from Walsh. Tabuai Fido reaches out and plants it down. The Hammers got a second. And the Dolphins are in front for the first time today. 34 points to 32 with a kick to come. And there's still 12 minutes of action to come here. My, oh my. This is going to be some finish. Jermaine Asako will look to make it. 12 kicks from 12 attempts in this game off the back of 13 from 13 in the last game. Our goal kickers are not missing at the moment. Great efforts and showings. Beautiful work there. Hamiso Tabuai Fido flying high. Takes that. And the Dolphins hit the front. 34-32. My, oh my. What about that? (34-32), 10.5 to go here. Try confirmed by the bunker at last. So Asako will line this one up. He's 21 in from touch. He hits it. Curls it just inside the left upright. Not as clean as he normally hits, but it doesn't matter when it counts. 36 points to 32. Plenty of points on offer. And still 10.5 minutes to go here. We've got doubles. We've got trebles. We've got guys slotting goals from everywhere. What a turnout this one is so far. Tabuai Fido gets a double. He's up and about. So, 10 minutes and 25 seconds. How does it play out from here, team? Make sure if you haven't already, hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. This one's coming down to the wire. 10 minutes. Do not go anywhere. And of course, straight after that, we'll be straight into the Eels and the Rabbitohs. That one kicks off in about 17 minutes. A penalty here for not square at marker against Katoni Staggs. That will not help the Broncos' cause. You see the replay there, and Staggs well to the side. They'll kick for touch here and try and get themselves out of their own end, which they do. And now they go forward off the tap. They're not mucking about, the Dolphins. They want to extend this lead. They're not prepared to rest on their laurels. Gilbert takes it up over halfway. Runs into Va'asimu. Now Marshall King. Donahue on Katoa. Gives it to Finifawaki. He's up to the 40-metre line. Now they go out the back. Nikarima. Farmworth skips back inside, but loses his footing inside Staggs and goes to ground on the 30. 15 in from touch on tackle 4. Now Gilbert's going to take a settler, just going straight back in at Staggs. Staggs over the top. Drags him down 23 from the line. Katoa just floats it up. Midfield bomb. Not all that effective, I don't think. Bostock catches it, gives it to Plath. Plath gives it back inside. Marshall King throws it over the top. Lemuelu charging. Flat ball. Was it okay? Cobbo's going to go over in the corner. Gearensfield, there's your Cobbo try out wide. And the Dolphins have hit 40. The Broncos led 24-0. And the Dolphins have gone on a 40-8 run with a kick to come. That is absolutely outstanding football there. Midfield bomb wasn't doing much. But Cobbo gets over in the left corner after the bomb goes to the right, and they just use their hands. Wonderful work there. Boas, you're back again, my friend. Good to see you. Representing East New Britain. Good to have you. Too easy here. Lemuelu goes from two-time try scorer to try assist. Kepper's up and about. He's got the hammer. He's got the Cobbo. He loves it. Great stuff. They get across. Fins up indeed from up in Townsville. Cobbo loves it. Great finish after a slow start, Len, for the Dolphins. They have fired home. They could extend their lead out to 10 if Asako can slot this from out wide. No pressure on him. We're 25 goals straight today from the tee. It's got to come to an end at some point. So when Cobbo gets his 13th try of the season, Zarko curls it out. Doesn't come back quite far enough. So that will be our first miss of the day. 25 straight before that one missed. And it remains 40 points to 32. 8-point lead with 7 minutes. It's not comfortable, but it's a bit of breathing room for the Dolphins. Loving the love, guys. Appreciate that. Cobbo too good on the outside. They go the short kick off the Broncos. Have regained it. It was Moser that was taking it. And now here they come. Broncos are far from done. Semu brings it forward on tackle 2. Can play it 26 out from the line. 15 in from touch on the right side. Carrigan on for Walsh. Short ball now. There's Willison. I think he's been close to their best. He'll play it on the 20-metre line. 20 in from touch on the left side. They come back to Carrigan. Carrigan gives it to Semu. Up to the 10-metre line now. He's 20 in from touch on the right-hand side. 10 out from the try line. Tackle 4. They go to Duffy. Walsh skips across. Katoa doesn't let go and drags him down. That's tackle 5. Reece Walsh is blowing up about something. I can't fathom what. Ezra Mam drops it in behind. Was it taken cleanly or was it knocked on by Bostock? It's taken cleanly. Plath didn't help his cause. He threw himself over the top of it. And they'll play it 10 out from the line here. Dolphins just need to probably complete 2 sets across the final 6 minutes to secure a win here. Bostock will take a run. Bounces into Carrigan. Semu's there as well, as is Moser underneath. This is coming down to the wire. Now Farnworth in for a run. Again goes at Carrigan. Haas is in there as well. Carrigan going for the one-on-one strip. He breaks free of the tackle. Now he'll play it on tackle 4 on his 30-metre line. Marshall King goes for a good 15-metre run, and he'll get up to within 5 of halfway. Tabuai Fido at dummy half. You must be wondering what happened today. They led 24-0 then. That probably sums up what's happened this year. Inconsistent. As Carapani brings it back. Donahue drags him down. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. They need to find a try and find it quickly. If they don't score this set, they're running out of opportunities. Here goes Katoni Staggs. Low around the legs is Knowles. Over the top, Finafawaki. Donahue shoots out a line. Hits Mam. That's a good shot, but he got the pass away. Mariner now to Carapani. Carapani tackled by Plath. Ezra Mams, they got the wind knocked out of him there. He's been bashed from pillar to post today. He got a hat-trick in the first half. They've gone after him in the second. Duffy, show, go. Almost slips through. Lemuelu locks him up on tackle 5. There, 42 out from the line. Mams there. He gets the kick away. They take him to ground with a tackle. It's caught there, and Anderson just knocks it on. Anderson wants to complain about something. They're going to challenge. Knock on Grant Anderson, and they're challenging that. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go. He's lost that forward. That's pretty straightforward. I think it's tough to say. It's going to be so they're saying it's a knock on. They're going to see if he's kicked it. I don't think he's trying to kick that. 4:24 on the clock. I don't think you can say he's trying to kick it. I'm going to be honest. And Anderson knocks it on the ground. So after all that, he nullified the first one, but then he's on the ground and hits the hand and it goes forward. So it'll be unsuccessful. There we go. So Broncos lose their challenge. Dolphins here will have a play the ball. 4:24 on the clock. Dolphins working it forward. Now they're just going to try and complete this set. We're down to 4:03 left. Knowles is going to play it. Just short of halfway, and then working forward, Finafawaki. He'll play it now 7 metres into the attacking half. They're rolling here. Big thanks to all of you for tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video if you've enjoyed the content. Hit subscribe and hit that bell icon down below. Plath will play it now on tackle 5. 33 out from the line. Qatar will send it to the air. 3:35 on the clock. racing through. Well taken there in a contest between Bostock and Karapani. Karapani hangs on. Got less than 3.5 minutes to work 2 tries here. Anderson. He's chopped down here by Kafusi and Knowles. Kafusi tangled over the top on tackle 2. They play it 15 out from their line. Karapani goes for another run here. He's dragged backwards. Knowles is in there working overtime. Now, Moser out of dummy half, and it's spilt there. Va'asemu, and I have to say, with 3 minutes and 1 second on the clock, the Dolphins, well, they can just chew the clock down here. 0 tackle, complete this set. Oh, don't worry about complete the set. Max Plath chops his way through, but Reece Walsh cuts him down, 10 out from the line. Great tackle, last line of defence from Walsh. Plath plays at 10 from the line centre field. Katoa now gives it to Finifawaki. He's brought down by Moser and Semu. Now they'll come across. Plath dropping it for Kafusi. Just that little unders line again. They wrap him up and drag him back. Moser locking in on the ball. That's tackle 3. Now Katoa drifting across field. Shows it to a couple. Knocked down, and there's 6 more. Haven't said Tabuai Fido's been taken out by some friendly fire. It will be. It was knocked down by the Broncos tackler. This will be a 0 tackle. Willison's happy to lay there all day. They would have given 6 more, but it's equal to the cause. Knowles. Moser over the top. Semu as well. Walter's waiting to come back on with 2 minutes to go. Plath out the back. On for Nicarima. Cobbo, he stepped himself silly. Going to try and drag him towards the touchline. They can't do so. He'll play it 6 out from the line, 5 in from touch on the left side. Farnworth's going to burrow his way forward, looking to get on a second try. He'll play it on tackle 3. 1:37 to go. It's all over for the Broncos here. They led 24-0. The Dolphins have staged a comeback and a half. Cobbo. Tabuai Fido. He's wrapped up by Carrigan and Moser. Moser's been tackling everything that moves the last couple of minutes. 1:22 on the clock. Tackle 4. They're 20 in from touch. Marshall King comes to short side for Lemuelu. That'll be tackle 5. And we've got a penalty for high tackle. And with 1:08 seconds, that will be all she wrote here. Appreciate that, Len. Really appreciate the feedback, mate. Thanks, Chris. So, mate, you get bonus points just for that name alone. Here they go, Kafusi. He'll play at tackle 1. Katoa, Nicarima, Tabuai Fido, Bostock. Bostock driving forward, knocks it on in the in goal. And touching goal. Ezra Mann's racing out. He's going to try and work out a way to score an 8-point try. I mean, there is a way to do it, but you have to be fouled in the act of scoring, which would be pretty unlikely. Mam takes the 20-metre restart. That'll be tackle 1. 15 seconds to go. Plath lays there for a moment. 12 to go, and they come across now. Billy Walters is back out there. He's hit and wrapped by Knowles, Kafusi, and Plath. This will be the last play. 2 seconds on the clock. They go to Carrigan. Where's Reece Walsh? Morgan Knowles is just going to go up and wrap him up. Oh, he's thrown it into the face of Billy Walters. That's offside, is it? I think the referee will just call it as a knock on and say, let's get the hell out of here. The Dolphins win and all but lock themselves into finals football. It was a frantic game of rugby league. 72 points in total. 11 tries. Bye-bye Broncos indeed, Kepper. They were already gone. Don't worry about that. Even if they won today, they weren't going to the finals. So, for the Broncos, a hat-trick in the first half to Ezra Mam. Dane Mariner and Xavier Willison got tries. 5 conversions and a penalty goal to Reece Walsh. Thanks, Tui. Good to have you with us. And then for the Dolphins, a double to Hammer, a double to Lemuelu, tries to Cobbo, Farnworth and Asako. And then of the 7 conversion attempts, 6 from 7 for Jermaine Asako. He continues to rack up his lead at the top of the point scorers leaderboard. We're going to take about a 5-minute break. We'll be back very shortly with your game between Parramatta and South Sydney from Accor Stadium. We look forward to seeing you then. Don't go too far. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure, again, if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. And we'll see you for the final game of Super Saturday in about 5.